You need to be quiet. Hello everyone, welcome to more flying around in the whole starter setup. So today we're going to continue the career agents. Since I had clicked on Explorer last time accidentally. We'll continue there. So, welcome. Let's see if you can make an explorer out of you. Once we've been knocked into space, enable your sensor overlay and look around for location name anomaly training site. This is a cosmic anomaly, which means it'll be easy to find. Warp to it, and I'll give you further instruction once you've made it there. Don't worry about combat this time around. We've cleared out the area for you. There's one of the... There, we'll just warp to it. Let's go ahead and close this window. And let's see if I got this right. You've done well. You are now inside a cosmic anomaly. Only there would be hostile ships present, but our people have already cleared the area. All you need to do now is cover the proof of discovery document we left there. You can find one of them in the nearby training container. You only need a single document. It will serve as physical proof that you have passed this stage of the tutorial, so make sure to recover at least one. Once you have it, bring it back to me and we can move on to more advanced types of scanning. Back.
Warp drive active.
Apparently I got mail. And we got spam.
Docking permission requested.
Delete this.
Docking request accepted.
Trash.
Skill training completed.
Alright, complete. Alright, and on to the next one. Sensor overlay easily tracks cosmic anomalies. Other types of sites, collectively called cosmic signatures, will be much harder to find. And you'll usually need to boost your overlay by using scan probes. These cosmic signature sites contain various kinds of treasures, ancient ruins to sift amongst, secret data facilities to hack into, exotic gates to collect, or gases, sorry. There is a great deal out there for an explorer to overcome, and you need to understand how to react to each type of site. Therefore, before we send you off to do complicated scans and potentially risk your ship in the ensuing discovery process, I'm sending you to a training facility where you'll encounter safe examples of what you might find out there. Use the ship I'm providing you, follow the instructions you're given on site, and report to me after you are done. So I'll get myself another burst. Actually, sorry, my first burst. But the burst is more geared towards this kind of stuff, if I recall. Let's go to show info. What bonuses does it have? Nope. It's best for doing basically fleet support. Slasher for tackling, so PvP. Well, I do know I'm going to be fitting probes eventually, so I need something that can fit a launcher. I don't like any of my ships at the moment, so go ahead. Stay in this guy for now. The thing I do want to fix on him is this guy runs an armor tank, and I need ship fitting. Stick in that armor rep that I never put back in. There we go.
Warp drive active.
Warping to the location that provided. Greetings, pilot, and good work finding your way here. My name is... I'm not even going to pronounce that. And I work with the Sisters of Eve as an advisor for Capsuleers in training. Although I'll be offering you advice as you go along, don't forget that you need to report back to your own agent. You just arrived in the staging pocket of your training facility. Ahead of you is an acceleration gate. These powerful structures are able to fling your ship thousands of kilometers forward and deep inside. In order to operate them, you must be within 2,500 meters. Which, we're already there, so we're going to go ahead and activate.
Warp drive active.
Did good work to find acceleration gates like these in many sites that you uncover. They'll connect you to other pockets, often taking you deeper into a complex. You're now inside a supply area. Before we show you the different types of sites, we'll provide you with the equipment you would normally need to find them. Over in distance, there's a cargo rig named Exploration Supplies inside it, and you'll find two pieces of equipment. A core probe launcher and 8 core probes, scanner probes. Take them both. Alright, so let's widen this out so we can get this a bit better. Ration supplies. Those will give us the stuff we need for correctly. Well, the sensor overlay can find cosmic anomalies. Ooh, actually, there's more in there than they stated. All of it. Signatures are an entirely different class of hidden sight. To be able to warp to them, you need to use scan probes. Scan probes are deployed much like firing a missile. By fitting a scan probe launcher, loading scan probes, thinking scan probes adds little ships. They have built-in scanners just like yours, except these ones can reach out to 32 AU. We launch multiple probes at a time in a formation to maximize scan efficiency. They're even equipped with warp drives, so you can position them around a solar system without actually having to move yourself. As you might imagine, using probes allows you to cover a much larger area of space in a faster time. You'll also find a couple of civilian modules in the supply crate, civilian data analyzer and civilian relic analyzer. You'll need these modules in later missions when you learn about some of the things we can do in the sites you find. You should find them in your ship, or fit them to your ship at the same time you fit the probe launcher. Take the probes and launcher, as well as the civilian modules, and then head into the next pocket.
Warp drive active.
Now inside, what is a data site might look like. Data signatures are found when your scanners detect an area with unnaturally high electronic interference. Electrical activity is a telltale sign of communications facilities, data storage hubs, and other similar areas. The enterprising capsuleer like yourself can train in the art of hacking and bypass security systems at these complex sites to get at the valuable items and data hidden away underneath. There are many scientific and technological resources that can only be found this way, such as unique blueprints and decryptors. In order to infiltrate these systems, a capsuleer needs to train the use of data analyzer modules. When you are ready, head through the next pocket, which demonstrates how a relic site might look. Interesting structures. And on to the next.
Warp drive active.
Scan probes can also find relic signatures. These special signatures are found when your scanner probes affect or detect an area with man-made structures but little to no electronic activity or heat signatures. Typically, these sites represent ruins or abandoned areas. You're not just a starship captain. With the right training, capsuleers like you can become archaeologists too. You have the ability to retrieve valuable items from ancient ruins in space without ever leaving your ship. To recover items in this way, you'll need to train the use of the Relic Analyzer module. This advanced piece of equipment allows a pilot to quickly sift through ruins and recover anything of value. When you're ready to continue, use the gate to move to the final pocket, gas site. And it's a busted ship, I think, maybe.
Warp drive active.
This represents what a gas site might look like. Gas signatures are found when a scanner detects an area where gas clouds have collected into harvestable clusters. I should perhaps point out at this point that the clouds found in these areas are used to make drugs known as boosters. Not all of them are illegal, of course, but the entire booster industry is quite shady. The type of boosters you can make is determined by the type of cloud you find. There are two broad types of cloud to find. Microceratocin and Ceroceratocin. Of these two cloud types, there are 8 individual flavors to find. I won't confuse you with too many details right now. All you need to remember is that gas sites have gas clouds, and those clouds can provide the raw materials to make boosters. In order to extract the material from a cloud, Capsule Leader must train the use of gas cloud harvesters. This is the last area. You've made it through the training complex. Hopefully from all of this, you've learned a few things. You should report back to your agent. And we have learned... not a whole lot. Yep, wrong thing. And to click dock.
Warp drive active.
I think when I last went through these, like, none of these training missions actually existed.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
If anyone out there has questions or comments for me, please feel free to put it into the chat. I would love to hold some conversation with you people to see what else you might want. Or maybe you just want to know something that maybe you didn't know before. And who knows, I've been playing this long enough, I might be able to answer here for you. Or I might not, because there's way too much to know in this game. Alright, complete the mission. 2, 3 of 5. Now you'll start scanning for each type of cosmic signature. Something you can only do by using a core scan probe. First up is a data site, and that means you need to fit the civilian data analyzer you picked up earlier. Scan down the site with your scan probes, find the container inside, and have it open with the data analyzer. Often bring the results back with you, or nah, I totally missed the freaking line. You know what? I think we get the idea. We are going to go to a site, hack open a box, and see what we get inside, which might actually be useful for us for an invention or something. First we need to fit the appropriate module, so let's go ahead and open the cargo hold, get rid of these over here, and go to our ship fitting. Need to unload one of these guys. Yes, we want to unload that even though it's going to take away from the group. And we want to fit our core probe launcher. Go ahead and load our core probes to it. There we go. And we needed data analyzer, right? Yeah, the data analyzer. So let's get rid of the stasis web. That's the relic. That's the data. Go ahead and put that in. There we go. Alright. That should be everything we need for this jaunt. So let's go ahead and head out. Alright, let's go ahead and open up our scanners. Probe scanner. Alright, let's see if I remember how to use this thing. Go ahead and scan what's around here. Let's see what we got. Alright, so it looks like we've got a data training site. Which, now we need to reposition the probes to try and get a more accurate fix on it. Supposedly it's around there. Let's go ahead and make the bubbles smaller too to get more accurate. Analyze again. And bingo. We got a strong enough signature that I can warp to this. Let me recover my probes. How do I do that again? Recover active probes. There we go. Now, let's warp to 0.
Warp drive active.
This is a training area for Capsuleers studying how to scan down data signatures. Once the area is discovered, Capsuleers must use Civilian Data Analyzer module to recover the proof of discovery document from the container inside. Alright, let's see what we got. Good to see you're still sticking with it, pilot. You're doing well. Keep it up. You're now inside the data site training area. Ahead of you, you should see the training container. You'll need to use your Civilian Data Analyzer to access it, breaking down its defenses to get to the core and unlock it. Inside, you'll find proof of discovery document that you need to provide as proof for finding the area. Normally, you can expect to find all kinds of useful resources inside a hacking container. All of it relates to a process known as invention, a research method used to produce advanced equipment and vessels, known as the Tech 2 category. Tech 2 variants of modules and ships are often far more powerful, and many Tech 2 ships possess unique abilities. The skill books you will need to train in order to invent can be found in these sites, as can the materials required to begin research. For inventors, data sites are particularly valuable. Alright, look at it. Approach it, try and open it. That should... I can get within 5k of it. I can start to hack it using the data analyzer. There we go. Alright. Unlocked. Okay, now open it. Group of discovery. There we go. Thank you. Dock.
Warp drive active. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Start our conversation. Complete the mission. Alright, request. Next one, 4 out of 5. Next, you'll need to use your core scanner probes to find a relic site. You'll need a relic analyzer to hack open what you'll find there and bring it back to me. In general, relic site loot is very useful for producing ship rigs, special enhancements permanently fixed to industrial ships, or individual ships, sorry. Again, keep in mind that while this training site is perfectly safe, failed hacking attempts in other sites may cost you the container and lead to ship damage. Interesting. I don't recall that ever causing explosions and ship damage. Change our fitting here since we need the relic analyzer. And back out we go. Again, we'll use the probes. Find stuff. Let's go ahead and try right here, see what we get. We got a relic training site right there. There we go. That is a bit better. Now I should be able to bring that size down quite a bit and find it. Basically, once we get something to 100%, we can go ahead and warp to it. Oops. Warp 2.
Warp drive
It's
active.
training of capsule studying how to scan down relic structure or signatures. Once the area is discovered, capsuleers must progress through the course by recovering a proof of discovery document from the container. Yep. We do need a relic analyzer, which we have. You're now inside the relic site training area. Ahead of you, you should see a training container. You'll need to use fill in relic analyzer to access the contents as you approach the containers. I will offer you further information on what you would normally find. I need the proof of discovery document, yada yada yada. Go ahead and approach. And we do need to lock onto it so I can hit with the relic analyzer. And let's move a bit faster, shall we? This relic container, in order to access the content, you need to use the civilian relic analyzer. Most of the resources discovered when analyzing related to the production of special equipment known as rigs. Skill books you would need and train in order to produce rigs can be found in these sites, as can the materials and blueprints actually required to make the physical product. For rig producers, relic sites are particularly valuable. Alright, we're starting there. Okay, so within 4, 3 jumps. Go down here, 2 jumps. 1. And I've got pretty much 3 choices. Here, here, and here. You can roll that one out because we were from here, it was 2 away. And that's not 2 jumps. 2, so that means it's actually this one. If anyone played Minesweeper forever ago, same concept. Stock.
Warp drive active. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Let's start our conversation. Go ahead and complete this and request the last one in this chain. Your last assignment is to scan down a gas cloud. We've created an artificial cloud pocket for you, and while you usually reap it with a gas cloud harvester, your only concern is that you make it through to the second area and bring back the proof of discovery document. And once again, it's just going over that. That stuff is used to make various boosters. Now, they did give me a pass key, which usually you have to put those into your cargo hold. Otherwise, they don't let you in, so go ahead and throw those in. That dock. Typically, when you're doing this kind of stuff, you want to go with a ship that has bonuses to analyzers so that you can have an easier time getting into particularly some of the more higher ranked sites. Although unless you're in low sec or null sec, you won't see too many of those. Where am I going? Oh yeah, scan probe. You know what? Reloading would help immensely. Analyze. And here's our gas training site. Go ahead and shrink that bubble. That should be good enough. So in case you didn't realize what I was doing, by shrinking the bubble, I'm increasing the resolution because it gets a stronger signal on any one site, which can have you bouncing around on occasion. Go ahead and recover the probes. Pursue.
Warp drive active.
Let's do an acceleration gate. Almost done, pilot. This is the last site. Glad to see you made it this far. You're now inside the gas site training area. Ahead of you, you should see another acceleration gate. To access the second room, you will need to have a pass key. See? I knew I needed to bring that pass key.
Warp drive active.
Don't work. Don't forget to recover the proof of discovery gas document from the container. It'll prove you made it out here. If someone else has already made it to the site before you, then there may not be a document immediately available. Find the container empty, wait a few seconds, and a new one will be produced. I don't think you said that in any of the earlier ones, so that would have been something nice to know at the very first one, not the last one you're trying to collect. And dock.
Warp drive active. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Alright, complete mission. Alright. All done with this career agent. I earned myself a probe. Which, as its name implies, you did get bonuses to scanners, as well as relic and data analyzers. So this is what you would use if you're doing a lot of survey. Alright, let's go for our next one. Alright, we'll start this Soldier of Fortune section. Start shooting stuff up. Told you want to learn some of the more advanced aspects of warfare. A friend of mine has been summoned to a face-to-face meeting by a local pirate cartel. We've recently been attempting to blackmail them. I want you to take my friend's place and kill these criminals. Which is Angel Cartel. Alright, now, I want to refit my ship some. I don't need those, which actually I might want to switch to my hangar view just so I can see my items. Go ahead and put that back in there. And we can pull out the analyzer. I'll throw this web back in here just to make it easier to tackle anything, although none of the NPCs are as fast as what I do at the moment. Go ahead and repackage those. You know what? We're gonna make this easy. Just select everything. Repackage. It'll repackage everything that's available. There we go. Stack all. Dock. So we can start shooting at stuff. Have a bunch of pretty explosions. Throw it all. New location.
Drive active.
Go ahead and activate our gate.
Drive active.
There's the one guy, so let's lock target, start orbiting. We'll keep an eye on the guy. Afterburn to make it harder to hit. And for maximum effect, we need to get roughly under 5k before I'll start hitting with this. And gone. Boom, man. Looks like we got 2 pieces we can pick up. I'm gonna have so much metal scrap when I'm done with all of these.
Warp drive active. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Our hit parade. Start our conversation. Complete our mission. Next one for 2 out of 10. We discovered the headquarters of the pirate group you dispatched in your last mission, and it's time to take them out for good. I'm going to give you a frigate loaded with proximity-based explosive charges, and your job is to fly it directly into their headquarters. As your frigate explodes, you'll be perfectly safe inside your capsule, so just relax and get back to me when you're done. Alright, so it's going to be issuing us a vigil, which we aren't going to fit anything to it because we're going to explode it. My opinion, one of the ugliest ships in the game. Alright, let's go blow this ugly thing up. To location.
Warp drive active.
Through the gate.
Warp drive active.
Alright. Into a battle station. Approach. Well, realistically, that should have wiped out my pod too.
Warp drive active. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Please wait for the timer to come down. Here we go. Let me in my ship. Thank you. Station. Complete our mission. Next up, a kind of interdiction called warp disruption. When activated on another targeted ship, these kinds of modules tackle it, disabling its warp drive. Tackling only works if you maintain close distance. Don't let the target slip outside your warp disruptor range and have sufficient strength to overpower its warp core. To successfully lock down a ship, the total number of warp disruptors attempting to tackle it must outnumber the warp core stabilizers it has online. I'll give you a civilian warp disruptor to test out on a pirate that escaped from the headquarters you just blew up. Pin him down, but don't blow him up. Alright. So, ship fittings. Bitch, they probably just handed me another. Now, that's one of the only things about this new UI is it doesn't stack stuff properly. Alright, actually the other one I must have gotten must have been part of the drop because it's a named component as opposed to the civilian. Alright, we got that, undock. To location.
Warp drive active.
Fleeing pirate. Put that thing. Get our shield hardener going. Get our afterburner. And we need to get within 20 kilometers. Oh, look, we already are. Alright, please don't shoot me. I'll leave. Just let me go. We get the dock.
Warp drive active. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Station. And complete. And we guess our next one. Vessel nearby was attacked by pirates with the only survivor left for dead in a disabled vessel. We need you to repair his ship with a remote shield booster modules. So he can return to safety. Let me stress again that you are to repair the vessel, not blow it up. I know Kipsleers have an itchy trigger finger at the best of times. Yeah, I want to blow up the NPC. Let me just blow it up. Alright, so that means that we need to go ahead and fit the shield booster they gave me. Sorry, remote shield booster. Which is a high-powered slot. One of these guys is coming out. Yes, it's part of the group. We're going to break the group. Yeah, we're good. Starting to get low on ammo, so I'll have to get some more ammo soon. Go ahead and undock here. To our location.
Active.
Blow more things up. What's the range on that thing? Must be within 11. Optimal range within 4,000. Alright, damaged vessel. Let's lock onto him. Take a look at him. Orbit this guy. No, I don't need it. Go ahead and throw on that afterburner. Basic systems are operational again. We have functional warp drives. Thank you, pilot. I owe you one. I'm getting out of here. And so are we.
Warp drive active. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Mission. Didn't complete that. Let's go ahead and request the next mission. 5 out of 10. So once we complete this one, we'll be halfway there. Alright, this next sign is going to test your nerves. We're sending you into a much larger and better defended pirate base. We don't expect you to conquer all their forces, we just want to see you put up a good fight before being destroyed. I'll provide you with a combat frigate, but you'll have to fit it with your own modules. I'd keep the fittings cheap, you're not expected to come out of this one intact. Although you have to score at least 1 kill. Go ahead and accept. Close. Alright, so they gave me another the ship I've already got, so I'll go ahead and just actually keep the one that I got, and I'll just strip a couple of fittings off it. I've got a couple of named modules on this thing, so I want to hold on to those. Need you for this. Ooh. Shielded mission systems. I have a new skill. Eject. Under, let's see here. What's it under again? Shields. Operation Shield Transfer Array and other shielded mission systems. So actually I'm going to hold off on that for now. What I will add to my skill queue, the shield management and shield upgrades, and the tactical shield manipulation, all of which are very useful for shield tanking. Clicked on the wrong thing there. Alright. Now what I'll typically do is start moving all these up to shortest skill train first, longest last. So take an hour and change. Nine minutes. Slots in right there. Two days, 15 hours. $14 days and 16 hours. Go ahead right there. 1 hour and 18. Sorry, 1 hour and 8. 7 hours and 20. One day 18. Nine days 19. 2 hours 36. 14 hours 39. There. 3 days 11 hours. And 19 days 13 hours. Ooh, we got a 4-day 20 hour right here. There we are. So the reason for doing shortest first is because that'll get me up to usable stuff more quickly. In general, getting a skill to 4 will unlock the Tech 2 components for those items, so getting something to level 4 relatively quickly is not a bad idea. Alright, what were we doing then? I know we were shooting stuff. Oh yeah, that's right. We're going to sacrifice our ship, so let's go ahead and unload most of this stuff. I'm not even going to bother putting a tank on this. Alright, strip down ship. Since I only need to kill one thing, I'll kill what's closest to me and then just wait for the rest to explode. Let's stack those up there, yeah. To location.
Warp drive active.
And we got ourselves an acceleration gate. Alright, to the next pocket.
Warp drive active.
One guy I can shoot at right away. Go ahead and start shooting at him already. There we go. Webbed. Hi, spider drones. Most annoying NPCs there are, and then we got a sensor damper. How nice. From, wow, like everyone. I'm doing literally 8.5 meters per second and they still can't hit me. Wow. The cell damage. Ooh, a couple of them are starting to hit. There we go, finally all the way through my shields. Through my armor, now through my structure should go pretty quick. Get the hell out of here, Doc.
Warp drive active.
The one thing overall is the NPCs, even if you're mission running or exploring or running wormhole, whatever, it's very rare that you'll run into an NPC that will also pod you. It's usually other players who will pod you. Which, for those that don't know, this game is PvP. And when they say PvP, they mean PvP in every single aspect of it. So even though you're doing
Docking
stuff against
permission
NPCs,
requested. Docking request accepted.
or if you're just mining, which typically you're not having to deal with other players in terms of combat, you however are competing with them on the market when you're selling your goods. So that is where the PvP aspect for that comes in. That, you also got competition for resources. You get there first, you get it. Go ahead and get into our new Spiffy Rifter. Station. Alright. 6 out of 10. Welcome back. Now we're going for speed. You can use two types of active propulsion modules, the afterburners and their bigger brother, the micro warp drives, or MWDs. Not to be confused with WMDs. Those are in a class of ship called a Titan. Afterburners don't increase your speed as drastically as MWDs, but they suffer less penalties. They use only a moderate amount of capacitor to run and cannot be disabled by warp scramblers. Afterburners are also much easier to fit to your ship. They use less power grid and less CPU and have no fitting penalties. Alright, escape. Alright. That's not the window I wanted. I wanted this window. I want to go ahead and go to fittings. Now I think since we're starting fresh, let's start fitting this guy out right. Which means we're going to be fitting this guy with an armor tank. So to that end, we are going to go ahead and install our small armor repairer, because that's going to be our active armor repairer. Let's see here. What else do we got for stuff? See what we can find of these on the market. None nearby. So, go ahead and expand this out a bit. We're going to go for ship equipment. Turrets and launchers. Alright, we are using a projectile turret. This is a Minmatar ship. We're going for the auto cannons because that's stuff for up close work. Small. Here we are. Now, the best name ones are going to be the scouts. Which actually we got quite a bit in here, although as you can see, they're running at 5.2 mil, and I've got all of a whopping 5.135. So, not within our budget. For that good, let's check the 200 millimeters. Those are far more reasonable, just nowhere nearby. Although, at 5 jumps, that's not a bad idea. You know, let's sort this by price to get the cheapest one. And wow, the cheap one's already disappeared. Could go ahead and order 3 of those at 642, which actually I think I'll go for. Yep, go ahead. I want to set that as our location to pick up. Set destination. There we go. Alright, now other stuff we need to fit. We're going to go ahead and stick this civilian in because that's what it wants us to stick in. And now we will go for armor. Which is under what again? It's been a while. I'm usually flying on my other characters. Mostly shield tanks. Hull and armor. There we go. Now, I've already got an armor repairer. So what we want is a damage control. Which the damage control, what that will do is allow us to increase the resistances, particularly on our structure. So if someone gets to do our structure, it's automatic 50 points on that. And let's see. Make sure I've got all the skills for it. Yep, I do have all the skills for it. And actually, let's see if I can find the other one's slightly better stats. 7.5 and 5. It's actually a downgrade, really. Also downgrade. Really only the Tech 2 and the factions that do better? Oh wait, there we go. IFFA does a bit better. Compared to that one, yeah. Damage control 2. So what's that require for skills? All upgrades 4, which I don't have yet. But I do have mechanics, so for now, it's going to be the IFFA if they're a decent price, and no, they're not. Damage control 1 it is. Let's see here. Nothing there. There is one for here in the station. So we'll go ahead and buy that. Go ahead and fit that to our ship here. Damage control, there it is. The damage control is an active module, so as soon as we undock, we'll go ahead and activate it. Now, the next thing I want in here is a armor plate. So we increase the number of our armor hit points, which we want 200. We want the rolled tungsten if we can. What again? So let's go ahead and buy this one rings. So you'll see that warning a lot, being region average. That is quite honestly par for the course. Alright, so why don't we go for the armor resistance recorder coatings, because we can go for the multi-spectrums, which benefit of adapting their damage resist to what is going on. In station. Should actually be good enough for what we're doing, because we're also going to get a bonus a bit off of the damage control. So we'll get some pretty good stuff, and we are going to go now for stuff for our mid slots, which we'll go for stuff for enhancing our turret tracking speed to make it easier to hit targets. Falling under it's under turrets and launchers, and there's a section for like weapon upgrades. There we go. Okay. No. Not a BCS, that's for a missile launcher. Tracking computer. No, that's for supporting another ship. Not tracking enhancer, that's a low power slot. So tracking computer, I think as well. Yep, mid slot. Switch to tracking speed and range. Can be loaded with scripts. So Which of the name gets us the better stats? Range bonus 60%, tracking speed bonus 12. Percent 6 and 12. Optical. Do the same. Oh yeah, that's right. They went through a whole thing that evened out a bunch of the stuff, so pretty much all the name stuff until you get the faction is about the same stat, so let's go with which of these are cheapest. Would be under him. Charges or call right scripts. There we go. RD speed scripts. Here we go. Brands. I need 2 at the moment, so go ahead and buy those. Let's go pick up our stuff from Ren's. This place as our
Autopilot engaged. Warping to Stargate.
Alright, let's take a few minutes of traveling on autopilot. Be back in a few.
Approaching Stargate. Autopilot jumping. Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active. Approaching Stargate. Autopilot jumping. Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active. Approaching Stargate.
All right, we're back. There.
Autopilot jumping. Autopilot disabled.
Let's speed this up. We're going to jump to 0. Which means that I'm going to warp to 0 on the next gate in my list.
Warp drive active.
Activate the autopilot, so as soon as we come out of warp, it'll immediately jump me through the gate. And I'll turn it off, go back in. Which, if you're ever driving around in a freighter, because they are the slowest pigs in space, this is what you are going to want to do to keep from getting yourself completely shot up at a gate camp.
Autopilot disabled.
There.
Warp drive active. Autopilot engaged.
Again, if you guys have any questions regarding Eve stuff, feel free to throw it in the chat. Again, I've been playing off and on since 2004. I kind of decided to start a new character and go through the starting material simply because of the fact that I haven't played in,
Autopilot disabled.
honestly, probably a good 2 years. It was before moon mining was a thing. So that's a new area to me. And also, thought I'd give the new player experience a try, see how it improved from when I started back in 2004, which, yeah, was non-existent. If a friend of mine wasn't playing in another corp at the time, I probably never would have gotten into this game because of how steep the learning curve was. And also, if you got other general tech-related questions, I could probably answer those too. I've got years of experience in information technology, so I know PCs, networks, and I have also been doing work in home automation systems. So if you're curious about home automation and all the funky stuff that it does, go ahead and drop those questions in too. I could probably answer quite a few of those. Admittedly, I do use the high-end home automation systems, so these might be out of most people's budget. But it's still interesting to see what's out there and what the state is, because I also have to deal with a lot of the more do-it-yourself stuff, because a lot of people that start with do-it-yourself stuff get so far into it wondering why it's not working, and then start sinking the money into all the stuff that they need to upgrade. Alright, ship fitting. Let's get these things fitted. Fit to active ship. Fit to active ship. Fit to active ship. Which, in case you are also wondering about something, there. The key to this game is, if you don't understand something, right-click on it. That'll almost certainly give you what you need to know about that piece, or what you want to do with it. Now, where the heck? I was pretty sure I had picked up another tracking. Or did I really only buy the one? Where I was? I didn't buy a second one, that's what happened. I bought the one. So I need another tracking computer. Well, I'm already in run, so let's take a look for one. Equipment. Those. Tracking computers. It's the tracking computer one, right? Optical. Alright. Cargo. Start making our way back.
Warp drive active. Autopilot engaged.
These guys. Let's just get some basic info. Optimal range 1.3. Okay. Fall off of. And that's before I'm running the script.
Autopilot jumping. Autopilot disabled. Warp drive active. Autopilot engaged. Autopilot jumping. Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active. Approaching Stargate.
Needs to bring the HUD back.
Autopilot jumping. Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active. Autopilot disabled. Autopilot engaged. Warp drive active.
Water here.
Autopilot jumping. Autopilot disabled. Warp drive active.
Even.
Autopilot engaged. Autopilot jumping. Autopilot disabled. Warp drive active. Autopilot engaged.
Excuse me.
Autopilot jumping. Warping to station. Warp drive active.
These around.
Approaching station. Docking permission requested. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted. Autopilot disabled. Waypoint reached.
Fitting, there we go. Got our other tracking computer. Let's go ahead and load that script to it. Open my cargo hold. Alright, now something I might want to take care of is... repackage, not reprocess. Reprocessing could be bad. Alright, let's see here. What am I shooting at again? Actually, I shouldn't really be shooting at anything. So, go ahead and go with whatever I've got the most of, which is depleted uranium. Typically, if I knew what I was going to shoot at, I would make sure I have the appropriate loaded ammo for it. So I make sure I try doing the right damage. Since projectile weapons is one of the few weapons where, depending on what ammo you got loaded, can do all 4 damage types.
Warp drive active.
The other type of weapon which can do all 4 damage types is missiles. So if you're flying Caldari, which is predominantly missiles on most of their ships, that's kind of the easy way for if you're doing any kind of NPC ratting. So if you're running like level 4 missions, that's probably your best bet, because that'll be the easiest thing for you to skill up with, because Caldari are also all shield tanks, so you're only training up 1 set of skills.
Warp drive active.
Alright, once you enter the next area, you should see an asteroid station. Head to that as quickly as you can. The area surrounding it will be dangerous, so once you make it to the station itself, you'll be safe. So in other words, Asteroid Station. Afterburner. So I'm going to take some environmental damage here, which will probably wipe out most of my shield, if not all of it. The cloud. Hey, good work, you're done. Report back to me.
Warp drive active.
Down into the sun once again.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
And good work, you made it through the gauntlet alive. Alright, wingmans are used projectile guns, best option of all. We don't need any capacity to fire our weapons, unlike MR lasers, which can run a ship drive capacitor in a matter of minutes. We also have the best weapons for skirmish tactics, allowing us to hit and run with ease. We've cornered a pirate nearby. I'll probably use a civilian Gatling autocannon, and if you want to finish him off with it. Yeah, I'm not going to use civilian Gatling autocannon, I'll use what I've already got equipped. New location, let's load this guy up. Go ahead and lock this guy, start loading, take a look at him. Tracking scripts active. Go ahead and start shooting. He's toast. Go ahead and approach the loot. Oops, plasma, there we go. Yeah, duh. I already got it.
Warp drive active. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Got me all tracking computers doing that effect. So that seems relatively new, at least to me. Again, I rarely use tracking computers. Conversation. Quick mission. Right, 8 out of 10. Fleet warfare is common in New Eden and in any fleet. The fleet commander, often referred to as FC, is the most important voice to listen to. For your next assignment, you will join one of our local anti-piracy fleets as auxiliary support for our hostage rescue. You'll take your orders from the local Concord FC, and your job will be explained to you once you arrive at the perimeter of the base. Follow the instructions carefully. The lives of those hostages and the completion of your own training depend on it. Right, here we go. Basically, you'll see a bunch of warp here, warp there, align to this, align to that.
Warp drive active.
Base plasma here. Yep. Actually, that's probably about all it. Buy more. There's an acceleration gate around here. Where is it? There it is. Below me. Welcome to the fray, Egger. Board the fleet to hold its ground for the time being, but we're going to send you in to recover the hostages shortly. Move out to the next area where the pirates are. They're expecting a negotiator, but we're sending you instead. You're not to engage unless I give the order. The only objective is safe rescue of the hostages. Feeling I'm going to be going for that prison facility. Move in, rescue the hostages. Go, go, go.
Warp drive active.
Brief lag spike there.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Start conversation. Complete. Right, 9 out of 10. Returning to interdiction tactics by having you test out a stasis weapon fire module. When activated on a target ship, stasis weapon fire will encase it in containment field and slow it down dramatically. Time for you to see for yourself. We chase the pirate down to a nearby hideout and want you to pin him down. We'll provide you with a civilian stasis weapon fire, and you may want to fit an afterburner too. Alright, so we're going to take out one of the tracking computers. Stick this civilian stasis web in here. Try that again. There we go. to your
Warp drive
location.
active.
Get out of here, Edgar. Orbit. Come on, get in range so I can target this guy. Rev, I need to be within 10. Alright, I'm standing down. I'll cooperate. Just let me go live. There we go. Now you can dock.
Warp drive active.
Stand down, pilot. Good work. Report back to me when you're ready. Conquer can take it from here.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Patient. Alright, next up, the exam. Alright, time to apply everything you've learned. One of our pilots has spotted a group of suspicious vessels headed towards a local pleasure hub. One of the pilots is a known terrorist responsible for dozens of station bombings. A conquered raid would alert them too early, and we'd risk the terrorist escaping. We need this murderer taken out while we have his location, so you must move in by yourself and assassinate him. Alright, shoot to kill. Ooh, and we're gonna win a Thrasher. So I'm gonna go ahead and stick with what I've got before switching over to the Thrasher. What we'll do is get that web out. This guy back in. And where's the tracking script? There we go. Oh, there we go. Exhumer. Location.
Warp drive active.
Gamers are picking up 3 hostiles moving into their ships now. Looks like they notice you. Good luck. Terrorist leader. There we go. Orbit. Okay. Zoom the view a bit so we can see the action. Scripts. Get ready to shoot at this guy. Ooh. Collect our loot. Then we can dock. Surprisingly, they didn't get through my shields. I was totally expecting them to get into my armor where they would hit a brick wall. Ooh, quite a bit of stuff. And let's dock.
Warp drive active. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
I mean, it's not ammo out. Station. Big mission. Excellent, all done. We got the bonus. All that. There we go. That completes all the comets. So now we just got the industrial ones. So, I think that'll probably actually do us for this evening. We'll pick up with the industrial ones next time. So I enjoyed tonight along with you guys. I hope you all enjoyed it too. And I hope to see you next time. Enjoy your evening, everybody.